sure everything is as it should be. Give me 1 second. Perfect. Welcome everyone to round five. Yeah, round five of the AM3 championship here on Contest of Speed. We are at Portugal at the Algarve International Circuit in Portimao. I am your host, Deathstorm, and joining me this evening, as always, is a newly minted AM admin in E. Warren.
Hello, friends.
I know I had asked you this after everything went down earlier in the week, but how's it feel?
Sorry. I don't know. It hasn't really kicked in yet because I haven't really done much, but it's nice to have the title.
Well, I'm looking forward to working with you. I've been working with you pretty much ever since you and I have joined Contest of Speed, so glad to have you along the AM side as admin, as everybody else is as well. Like I said, tonight we are at Portimao. This track was opened in October of 2008 with a length of 4.653 kilometers or 2.819 miles, 15 turns, capacity of 100,000 people. Quite a few current events going on this track. All varied from the World SBK. Not entirely sure what that is. I kind of cheated and looked that one up. The International GT Open, the GT2 European Series, Grand Prix motorcycle racing, and the FIM CEV Moto 3 Junior motorcycle racing. Around here, we have a lap record of 118.750 held by Lewis Hamilton in the Merc W11 from 2020. Also, this was the race that Lewis Hamilton broke the record for most wins in Formula One history with his 92nd win. To recap some of the action from last week at Baku, we had our podium was Koss Steve. He was a reserve from EU3 rather. He was pretty dominant, light the flag. Won in convincing fashion. P2 was BK. P3 was Sean Boy. And the EU3 pole time from this afternoon was by Brando Foxy, aka Twin Gene. He had to go through a name change. I'm not entirely sure why. Probably something to do with his EA account or something to that effect, or PSN. But he had a 117.957. So that's the benchmark for these gentlemen tonight in the AM3 side. There was one Stewart report. It involved BK and Severe Scott with a possible qualifying lap impediment. If you guys remember, it was around the kink, the last turn 20. The verdict from that, the Stewards found that BK was not impeded on, so there was no further action taken. So the results from last week do stand. And with the table, we have BK in the Haas leading at 72 points, followed by Whitjay in the first Red Bull, 47. Sean Boy, BK's teammate, with 40. Red Mask, Whitjay's teammate, with 30. Jay Walker with 30. Gru with 30. Severe Scott, our top rookie so far this season, at 20. Captain America, 19. Ike Jr. Gaming, who's unfortunately not with us tonight, has 10. Arkaka has 10. Black Hammer has 6. Kano's still technically on the table with 6 as well. Raptors has 1. And Lightning McBrown, who is making his season debut tonight, obviously has yet to score, as well as Gale, who hasn't been here, and Karsten Chong as well. Constructors, Haas leads at 112 points, Red Bull 77, Ferrari third with 66, Mercedes 50, Ferrari 60 rather. Wow, sorry. Ferrari has 60. Mercedes has 56. That's where I got the other 6 from. Williams and McLaren both have 30. Aston Martin 21. Alpine 10. Alfa Romeo 6. And AlphaTauri 1. So every team now has points in AM3. As Orlando goes fastest with 1:18.38. Setting provisional pole. His teammate for the evening, Captain America, is also alongside him with 8/10 of a second of a gap between first and second. Jeez. Absolute scenes there, but I was with these guys earlier, well, some of them earlier today for their for practice. Orlando reserving from AM2, reserving down, kind of fill up the grid a little bit as Black Camera goes fourth fastest there. Also, we have DK reserving from AM2 as well as Tin Man the Rowdy, who was still in the pit. He finished 6th in the EU3 race this afternoon, so low-key he might be a player down by the end if everything stays the way it is, and we know his talent. So, also we have a season debut of Snitsky. He will be in the Ferrari, so every constructor at least has a driver. Now, I'll get to his backstory a little bit later on, but I'm curious to see what his lap time is going to be, and then once we see a benchmark, I'll get in further detail with him and his backstory behind that. So, with that being said, any opening comments, remarks, thoughts?
No, not particularly. BK did just set a lap for P2, and he was fastest in the first sector, so we'll see how that progresses over the course of the session.
He looked like he had a toe too. Sean Boy was in front of him. He has an 18.8. BK with an 18.4.
I just want to see what time Tin Man comes around on. I think it was Tin Man. Because he was flaunting his stuff. He told me, quote, "Suck on this." Not gonna say the rest of this. After setting a faster lap time.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm waiting to see it.
DK goes P3 with an 18.7. Now I ran a little bit of practice myself a little earlier on today, and I'm fairly decently confident as long as I could stay out of trouble. Unfortunately, the last season and a half or so,
Unfortunately, we cannot stay out of trouble. Besides Jeddah.
Yeah. The one time we actually got away with one. Ew.
Oh, that's looking nasty up there in Sector 2.
Yeah, I actually had it on stream. Severe Scott kind of had it on the apex there a little bit. I know you're trying to let him buy. But if you're trying to let somebody buy in a corner, you're better off giving the inside, not the outside.
Cam Tizzle, Mexico Season 9.
You mean the AlphaTauri lawnmower?
Yeah. The Honda lawnmower.
We'll never let you live that down, Cam. But yeah, that's one of those.
It's one you're never gonna forget.
Yeah.
That was my win. Should have been mine. Tin Man setting not only purple first sector, but also purple second sector. So maybe you do have to suck on that.
Well, let's get right on board with the Tin Man here. As he's coming down through turn 15. He's got the Williams alongside of him on the right. Let's see. He opens the DRS. Let's see what his time is going to be. He goes 5th fastest with an 18.9.
22.5. 22. Okay, that's just the game being glitched out. Or at least it's his personal best, because Orlando set 0.5 faster in the first sector. So.
Right. Like I said, Lightning McFrown making his season debut tonight. He and Jay Walker have not been on track together since Brazil season 10. Speaking of Jay Walker, I hope everything's all right with you, man. I know you've been busy. Hopefully you can get back to one of us down within the next week or so. Just genuinely curious on how you're doing, man. That's all. Let's see, Black Hammer's on track. He's going through the first sector. I don't know if he's going to be on a hot lap.
Is Captain America on a push lap?
Captain America, we're going to find out right now. He 119.1. So that's good enough for 7th right now. Yeah, I don't think his time changed at all. So
if he was, oh yeah, he might have been. But then he was kind of impeded by the lone Ferrari. I don't know how much, but it looked like they were very close into that final corner. Taking the VTEC strat here, starting a lap on the mediums.
Interesting. Or actually, the VTEC strat would be just not even going out on track at all and going on the hards right from the get-go. That'd be the VK strat. Or VTEC strat, rather. Sorry, BK. Wow, fail.
With BK. Have it your way.
Okay, so Raptors is in. Tin Man's in. Sean Boy's out on track. It looks like he set a purple sector 1 from what I saw there. All right on board with the Haas and see what his time is through the second sector here.
We got a view of the other Haas car.
As we're about ready to hit 7 minutes left of the quali session here at Portimao. See what time was. See what kind of a lap he sets here. Going through nice and tight turn 14 there. Turn 15, you want to get on the power early as possible for 14 so you can carry as much speed down the straight. Sean Boy does improve marginally. He went up P3 with an 18.5, so right now it's a Haas 2.3.
BK he's right on the border of it. He was 7/700ths up on his lap, which would put him right about on for Orlando's lap time.
And there it is.
There you go.
Which 18.2 puts it on provisional pole in the Haas. Orlando, I don't know if he's going to be content with sitting in alongside the front row there. I know he's trying to go for pole. DK also coming for a line, but I think he was definitely on a cool down lap. Speaking of which, let's ride on board here with DK and the TV pit cam. Going through, very easy to invalidate, or very easy to spin there on that uphill left-hand turn. Going down the second DRS straight, going down the hairpin, going up the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, maybe. No, he's going to keep it, he's going to shift it up in the 7th. Very easy to spin it on this corner too. The back end likes to step out. 3rd gear, 4th gear, going down the hill. You're definitely feeling like you're on a roller coaster and being the Lando Norris here. Double apex right-hander. Then you go down the hill to the end of sector 2. He's 2 tenths up on his time. And according to the timer, it's a purple sector 2, and we don't know if it's his personal or if it's the outright session. He cut that a little too wide. I know he wanted to try to get on the throttle a little bit earlier, but that might have cost him a couple of tenths. As he goes up the hill to the DRS zone, 118.4 puts him up in the 4th. So DK Nortec there, sitting in 4th in the Alfa Romeo. Before that, I didn't realize this, but Red Mask put his Red Bull in P2 with an 18.3. So everybody's going to be getting ready for their last laps now, everyone that's in the pits.
I think I may have found an interesting observation.
What would that be, kind sir?
I think Snitsky's running manual gears.
If he's running manual gear, please somebody confirm that with me. That makes this backstory one heck of a lot more impressive. Don't go backwards too much or get DQ'd from the session there, Snitsky. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Well, with that being said, since I know he's not going to be able to settle that now, a little bit of Snitsky's backstory. He has a, I believe it's a motor disability to where he doesn't have full function of his hands, and I believe he has a speech disability of sorts as well, so it's very hard to communicate as far as that is concerned, but texting is texting and being on the Discord chat is no problem. But if he is on manual gears attempting to run these cars, honestly, I commend him for that. I find it hard on a pad doing that just as we sit.
Yeah.
So all the props to you, all the credit in the world, and honestly, just keep working at it, man. It completely just blows my head.
Instead of setup did not save. Ouch. As
oh, I didn't even realize there was a couple people in the chat already. Texas wild weather event has appeared. I also completely forgot.
Texas wild weather event.
How do you forget we're at Portimao, at Portugal? You know the schedule. At least I thought you did.
Man, I forgot what track I'm racing at tomorrow night.
Alright, so we got Sean Boy out on his final lap. We got Black Hammer going to be out on his final out lap. Everybody should start coming out now. I mean, it's a relatively short lap, so been a long week. That bodes well for certain people.
I mean, I haven't either, so you're not alone.
And BK is coming out for his final lap. Yeah, these gentlemen now that are out are going to be able to get there on their final lap, no problem. Guys like Orlando, he's content with sitting in P3. He's not going to get out in time. Tin Man may be pushing it now at this point. Raptors and Drew, we're pretty much content with where you're sitting. Who's going to be first out of this set? Actually, I'm going to go on board with Black Hammer because he's just starting his lap now. As Orlando retires from the session in the pit lane, so he's definitely content sitting in P3, second row of the grid currently. As Black Hammer loses the back end turn one, almost probably should have invalidated the lap, but he did save the car, so that's always a positive. But yeah, he's going to back out of that, so that's going to be his qualifying over. With Jay coming up behind. Also, there's an AlphaTauri in front, and that looks to be Raptors. Going through the hairpin here. I don't know if that was impeding. I caught that just a little too late. Yeah, oh yeah, he's on an outlap, so no, that's not going to be impeding, but he might be impeding Woodjay. Woodjay is definitely on a lap. He's 2.5 seconds slower, so he's going to have to boogie. He's not going to be able to make it to the line in time. Neither is Raptors, unfortunately, with 14 seconds left. Tin Man does make it to the line. We're less than 10 seconds to go, so we're going to ride on.
Oh, and BK's making a little bit of a spin. That's going to be his lap. So it's up to Redmass to see if he can steal pole from BK yet again.
Oh jeez, again? You stay on board with Red Mask. I will stay on board with Tin Man as the session has ended. Everyone crossing the line now will be where they're going to be for the night. Well, hello, Mr. Ben. Fun race we had at Monaco last night. As BK goes 18-1, puts on provisional pole.
Out of nowhere.
What a lap from BK there. Tin Man looked like Sector 2 is his purple. It might be his personal best. I don't know. We're going to see where he sits at the line. Red Mask goes P2, 18-1. Just almost a 10th under.
BK diving in the pits. I think that's Tin Man coming across the line.
P5 with an 18-4. BK diving into the pits. Not too surprised there. With that being said, Arcaka's the last one to cross the line here, and he's going to dive into the pits. So with that being said, qualifying is over. DK Nortec, our AM2 reserve, with an 18-1-0, puts it on pole. Red Mask literally less than a tenth behind with an 18-1-9-3. BK P3, Orlando's P4, Tin Man P5, Sean Boy's P6, Black Hammer's P7, Wood J P8, Raptors P9, Captain America P10, Guru P11, Lightning McCrown P12 in his debut, Arcaka P13, Severe Scott P14, and Snitsky rounding out the field. The last time we were here at Portimao, Warren, you know very much well what happened.
I not have a very great race last time around. And apparently neither did Texas Tornado, talking about it, saying it was his first race a couple seasons ago on pace for 4th, and then did a 2-stop and finished 9th.
Yeah, you don't want to do 2-stop here. I think those actually. I don't know. I don't want to let my strategy out of the bag. I'm thinking of going the complete. I'm either going hards to mediums, or if I'm 2-stopping because of safety car,
medium soft.
I'm gonna go. I'd go medium soft medium. Because safety cars are bound to happen, and I know the softs won't go further than 8, and that's pushing it. But anyway, with that
just
being
do
said,
the medium hard, soft,
medium hard soft, medium soft, hard soft, soft,
strat. Inner wet,
the eight pitch
soft, super soft.
The 8-pitch strategy
wet.
that I saw Warren get a podium at Jeddah.
The Jetta strat.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna start with you there, Warren. As always, predictions are welcomed into the chat. But Warren, gonna start with you. How do you think this race is gonna turn out, and what's your podium prediction?
Well, as AM3 has seemed to produce chaos, at least so far, and this track is another one that's brewing for chaos with all of its tricky corners and such. One Red Mask, Texas says. You're gonna have to give me a second so I can get the list back up so I know who's all where. I think DK is gonna get a podium. I don't think he'll be able to hold on for the win. I do think it'll be Red Mask in P1, and then DK in P2, and then we'll take BK in P3. I think he's good. I think he has the pace of those front two guys. He just wasn't able to put it all together in a lap because he's
you're saying okay. So
I think Red Mask and DK flip.
Red Mask BK.
No, it's gonna be Red Mask DK BK. Yeah,
it sounds so different. Okay,
so the front two are gonna flip. Is all I'm saying.
All right. We're gonna go here. Telemetry. No, we're not doing that. Good job.
Telemetry. Oh, never mind. I was like, do we have toss back?
We don't want that. Okay. So, Red Mask, Captain America, and Gru are on the hards. Snitsky's starting on the softs. Everybody else is on the mediums, as quid pro quo usually would dictate. This is where.
We're tied. We're tied so far. So you gotta put one together if you wanna.
Yeah, I know.
Take the lead.
I know that, and I'm gonna. I want to see him break the jinx, but I don't think it's gonna be done. I'm gonna go DK. I think he's gonna I think he's gonna keep it on pole and keep the win. I'm gonna go DK Red Mask, and then I might throw. I'm gonna throw Sean Boy P3. So I'm gonna go DK Red Mask Sean Boy tonight.
We'll see what happens as they get around the final corner to line themselves back on the grid for this race start.
All right. Well, Texas, good luck. Sao Paulo, always an amazing track.
Just don't pull a cam.
Or a
That's all we care about. No, mine's not as bad. Well, mine is as bad, but.
All right. Well.
No, it was a rainy night in Stoke, you could say, and then Cam decided not to pit and turned into prime Timo Glock.
I can't get a good camera angle here. This is gonna be terrible.
Let's
all right.
see.
We're gonna.
No, they're all at the freaking down the hill. I hate it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every single one. As you see, Red Mask there is tilted over to the left. He's prepared to cut off the line here. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 red lights. Potential glitch, and no, away we go here at Portimao. DK gets a terrible jump off the line. Oh my god, he got swallowed up very quickly. BK around the outside takes the lead into turn 1. DK's P2, Red Mask is in P3. Looks like it's a little calamity into the midfield here.
Chaos starting early.
But it seems like they're relatively unscathed. We do have an Alpha. Oh, and speaking of unscathed, completely down in the back there. Unfortunately, I don't know who that is. That might be Raptors. Yeah, it is Raptors, unfortunately. Yellow, Sectors 1, Sector 2. Raptors turned out to be a big loser there, along with Captain America. He fell off the back as well. He had an accident, or a spin in turn 1, it looked like. There's your projected strats on the screen. Yeah, the Sops definitely 8 to 10 laps, then that's max, and that's even pushing. BK already out to a 1.4 second lead on DK Nortec. Sitting there in P2, and Red Mask on those hards. He's only a second behind there. I don't know. Penalties, you think are going to play a huge role tonight?
There are quite a few spots where you could pick up some warnings here and there. I don't think it will become. I don't think we'll be close enough to see a penalty bingo, just because of how the track works. As a marker board's just gotten lit up by Tin Man.
Oh,
maybe on the exit of turn 1 might see some there, and then just exit of this corner where Red Mask's coming out of onto the straight.
Yeah,
just guys getting loose and finding themselves off the side of the track. But other than that, I don't think it will come into play very much. At least for the front cars, it may shuffle up some guys in the back though.
Yeah, I'm actually tending to agree with you with that. Honestly, I know turn 1 is going to be pretty deadly. Not only for limits, but just in general. Like, if you hit the sausage curb on the inside, there's your race over. If you hit the outside too much, you could potentially spin out, and you're going into the inside wall. If you're onto the throttle too early, as we got a car off in the back there, that is Raptors as well. So he's
Speaking of that
struggling.
inside curb.
Yes, yep, exactly. Perfect example right there. If you're onto the turn 15 throttle too early, and you go past that, it's very, very strict corner cut there.
Then Arkakas find himself spinning on the exit of the final corner, or the penultimate corner.
Going down the hill to turn 15 there, okay.
It does look like the crowd may be dispersing quickly. It may be a very mundane race until something happens.
Well, I see 2 battle packs forming here. You got 4th, 5th, and 6th. Well, I shouldn't say 4th, 5th, and 6th. I should say 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Sorry. are separated within a second and change of each other. Whitjay is on the tail end of that. If Whitjay could stay in DRS range of Orlando, as Black Hammer's the first one to pick a 3-second time penalty up, we could see a potential train from 3rd all the way back to 10th or 9th or 10th. So that might be where our action's going to be, our battle pack's going to be tonight. As DK is hanging around that 1 second mark there as well, going through. I'm going to stay on board here with Red Mask and that Red Bull. He's actually on the low-key, I think the low-key OP strat tonight. As those mediums die off here at Portimao, those hards are going to come into their own, and he's just going to get faster and faster and faster. As Tin Man is going to be looking on the end. Oh, no, he's going to not think about it. I have a terrible camera angle there. Holy crap. As
his Red Mask's going to run way wide, and Tin Man's going to take that spot.
No question. Not even a second invitation. Warranted, needed, nothing. As Red Mask is struggling. And oh my god, there goes Orlando. Oh my god, and that's a reset the track. I caught that on stream.
Ghosting saving another safety car as well. Saving Whitjay's race and some drivers behind as well.
Yeah, so with that, break out a little bit. Tin Man kind of broke away a little bit there now. DK is still hovering around that 1 second mark to BK. Let's see. Now it's going to start spreading out a little bit. You have the Red Bull boys 4-5, and then Sean Boy's right there. Black Hammer is still hanging on a little bit, so that 6-car pack turned into a 4. But again, still definitely going to be your battle pack tonight. It looks like
sitting in the view of is Red Mask going to slide himself for the final corner, and he's going to be spinning out. Look like those hard tires are already not coming to grips quite yet. He's trying to start to push the next car and just not working quite for him. Right. But I was seeing as they were going through the right-hander on the second to last corner, or not the second to last corner, the left-hander before the last 2 corners. It was interesting to see because Red Mask took a very wide line around it, but Whitjay seemed to almost jump over the curb.
Wow.
To get a better line through the last corner.
Right. Speaking of Whitjay, he's under attack by Sean Boy and Black Hammer. They're both within a second of Whitjay here. Tin Man is now under 2 seconds to DK, so about 3 seconds to the lead from there.
Again, Whitjay on that curb.
Oh my god, he's definitely begging for penalties here because I guarantee you he got a warning for that one because he definitely cut that. See what Sean Boy and Black Hammer both have for Whitjay going down the straight here into turn 1. Wrong car here, so we're going to go on board here. We're going to take Sean Boy. He's trying to break it away from the slipstream. The Haas on the Red Bull here going into turn 1. Thinks wisely of it. He's just going to... Whitjay takes a defensive line through turn 2. Sean Boy gets a great run out of 3 here. As Red Mask picks up a 3-second time penalty. Whitjay does get the better cornering speed out of the corner, so I would be led to believe that Whitjay is more downforce based setup tonight compared to the Haas and the Alfa Romeo behind him. Going up the hill, the higher downforce setup definitely favors Whitjay in this part of the track, especially going up that right-hander up the hill where you can very easily lose the back end. Ooh.
Yeah, see, there's that defensive line right on the curb again for Whitjay, doing it again.
Well, Sean Boy took that. He took that a little too. Took it a little too wide. Whitjay actually had the better line through there. I like taking it like that myself.
The ideal line around that corner is kind of an in-between, where you don't quite hit the apex, but you get it around fast enough where you have a better line out of it.
Right. As Orlando goes fastest with a 21.5. Oh, he's thinking about it on the outside here. Oh, Sean Boy or Witche is asking for trouble on that sausage curve there. From my POV here of Sean Boy, it looked like he hit it. Yeah, Witche definitely pulls away in that second part of that corner.
We might see some unintentional teamwork here as Witche's fighting off Sean Boy, bringing a group together, which will in turn bring Red Mask back into it.
Yeah, Orlando's hanging around there. He's going to be coming up into it. If Sean Boy and Witche keep fighting like this, you're going to have Lightning McFrown, who's only a little under 2 seconds behind this group, involved in it as well. And then it's another 3 seconds back to Mr. Red Mask here. So if this continues to happen, you're going to have that battle pack back again from 4th through 9th, and potentially a little further back than that. I don't.
Witche got a much better line out of that corner, so I don't think there will be very much fighting down in the turn 1.
Okay.
At least not from there, but they might see some from behind from Orlando on Black Hammer, as he's going to make that overtake before they even get to the line.
Oh wow. Nice move by Orlando. Sorry, I was on the board with the Alfa Romeo of DK Nortec.
Sean Boy goes wide.
Sean Boy goes wide. It looked like Orlando went a little wide, possibly there. I'm not 100% sure. Black Hammer's hanging around. Lightning McFrown, like I said, he's floating 2 seconds behind this group. Oh, this is going to be a battle pack and a half tonight. This battle for P4. Tin Man's loving life right now. I debated putting him onto the podium, and maybe I should have not even second guessed myself, and I should have just put him there. DK, I'm going to take a break from that battle pack for a little bit. I'm going to right on board here with DK. He is closing in on BK. DK, BK. My God, this is going to be confusing tonight, I swear. DK is getting a good run out of turn 15. See if he gets nice and tight. Okay, perfect line around that corner. He is closing in. He's going to have DRS. Going down to the turn 1. He's still a little too far back to make any sort of move stick, but the longer these two stay in a line and they don't fight each other, the more they can pull away from Tin Man. They just pulled 4/10 of a second away from Tin Man, speaking of which, in that one sector alone. So with that, those two are just galloping away from Tin Man here. Witche is still holding on. Orlando's looking on the inside there as Snitsky gets a 3-second time penalty. Orlando's looking to try to make that stick, but Sean Boy on the outside gets the better traction and gets through there and holds on the P5 for now. But Orlando's got some pace here tonight. Representing the AM2 boys, we have 3 AM2 reserves in the top 6. At 2, 3, and 6. So.
And like I was saying, the unintentional teamwork's coming in, because that gap between Lightning McFrown and Black Hammer's closed in by about a second. And that same gap has closed between Red Mask and McFrown, so he's gained about 1.5, 2 seconds on the group of cars that Witche is carrying along with him.
That's gonna be crazy. Also, Captain America is floating within 2 seconds of Red Mask, so I mean, Witche is doing enough to bring his teammate back into play, but Red Mask is going to have to be very delicate once those mediums start going off. Obviously, him and Witche are on different strats, being on the hards and one being on the mediums. DK just got swallowed up at the start. He had terrible off the line. But he's still in P2. Oh, I didn't realize this. He lost 2 seconds there. Holy crap. I didn't realize this at all. Thank you for Big Shooter for letting me hint to that. So this battle pack now. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what happened. He might have had a spin out of a corner and a bobble out of the corner. That would be my assumption.
Nitsky's fell off a cliff in the last lap. He's lost almost 10 seconds. Might have had a spin in there too, so he's going to come in and get off those soft tires.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised there. Raptors looks like he was already ghosted. So I think he might have already left the session as Seanboy. Oh, Orlando on the inside of Seanboy. I did catch this move. They might have him drag race down into turn 1. And Orlando makes it stick on Seanboy. Now the next person in line is going to be Witjay. As
Black Hammer's going to get a move in.
Oh my God!
Oh, almost copy paste from the incident last time around where I made a dive bomb into that corner. As long as at least it didn't cause a chain reaction from other cars in front.
A 4-car wreck resulting in a season ban from somebody. And I'd like to know who this big shooter guy is, honestly, because I don't know who it is.
He's a big shooter. Leave him alone.
Well, no, he just said I'll be the third commentator.
He's a big hooper.
Oh, good grief! Here we go. Jay, Orlando here. Seanboy is starting to lose touch a little bit, but he's now pulling Black Hammer. He's going to be pulling Red Mask into it very, very soon as well. Captain America apparently did make an overtake on Lightning McFrown. He was a little further up the road than this. He's got Groove for company right behind him. This is going to be about the window where these mediums start falling off a little bit, and those hard compound tire runners of Red Mask, Captain America, Gru, are going to see their pace increase. I shouldn't say increase, but they'll be better off. London, Ontario. Isn't there a junior hockey team out that way? And if you're actually interested in joining COS there, bud, I'm one of the admins. I'm actually the tier rep for AM3. So if your time is within that range or faster, we could place you into the proper tier. Yep, London Knights. Yeah, I assumed. Let's see here. Oh, Witchay goes around. I caught the tail end of that.
Orlando's just dropped BK. Or, not BK, Witjay. BK, DK, and Witjay. There's too many
J's and K's.
They all sound alike.
Seanboy gets the overtake on. Oh, Orlando might have to pit. I don't think he's got a wing.
Oh, that's not what you like to see.
Yeah, I'll stay on board with him through the pit window here. See if he gets his front wing changed. Yeah, he has no front wing at all, so he's getting his front wing changed. He definitely made contact then with Witchay. Rather unfortunate there. That's going to spread out everything. So out of that 4-car battle pack, or actually potential 6 or 7-car battle pack, only 2 or 3 remain out of it. You have Seanboy, who's just staying the course, so to speak. Black Hammer, who's hanging around. He's having a pretty solid race there, sitting in P5. And Red Mask, P6, as he cuts that a little bit. That has to be a track warning for sure. And he might have another one there. Oh my god.
2 for 1 right there.
Yeah, Big Shooter thought there was going to be an undercut from the Aston Martin rather, but yeah, no, we found out that there was no front wing for him.
I mean, it's still not out of the realm of possibility. It probably won't be as big as, like, obviously it won't be big, but 5 seconds around this track is quite a lot as the tires die out. So these 13-lap-old plus medium tires are gonna find their way around the track a lot slower. You just have to get those hards up the temp quickly.
Yeah, that's going to be the key tomorrow. That's going to be the key for this week. It seems like, especially in the dry. Getting those hard compound tires. That's another reason why I'm debating, depending on where I start tomorrow night, what I'm going to do. If I'm starting in the back, I might as well start on the hards.
I think the hard medium strat might just work in general, unless you are planning on doing a two stopper with the mediums and softs just off of a safety car. But you'd have to get some luck as Raptors picks up a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, you just have to get some luck on your side with the safety cars.
Right, and AM2 normally we're due for a safety car.
We're due for
race.
a chaotic race, yeah, indeed we are.
I mean, we had a chaotic, semi-chaotic race at Baku last week. Whoa, what was that?
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost. Oh, and I didn't do.
Here comes everybody from those medium tires. Sean Boy, Black Hammer both in. Red Mask's gonna assume P4. Captain America taking P5.
Yeah, with JP taking P6. He's staying out another lap on those mediums. As I didn't say this before, but I'm going to say it now because you just brought that to my attention. I was going to do it. One of us.
One of us.
One of us.
One of us. One of us. One of us. It is interesting to see because Red Mask has kind of been keeping those tires pretty calm, minus his spin or two. He's only a tenth down in his first sector on his fastest lap, which was in clean air.
Gonna see. Sean Boy and Black Hammer are they're both somewhat in clean air.
One of us. One of us. One
That's
of
good.
us.
As we yellow sector 2.
McFrown, I think he's gonna be spinning around in that second sector. That's a not very fun corner.
That's gonna claim a lot of people tomorrow. Looks like in turn 3, it looks like Severe Scott is around as well. Yeah, he didn't even make turn 4, so I mean you could spin it around turn 3 if you're not careful. For sure. Snitsky is still hanging around. He's hanging around, granted 15th, but again,
anything can happen here. Five cars somehow just magically disappear off the track. That's points, which we've seen happen time and time again.
I mean, we had it happen last week. For somebody that's new into the chat, we had the AM2 race in Baku last week, and as Orlando goes fastest 121.4, we had a bit of a later safety car, and I am known for a certain position on track. And I was sitting up in P5 with, what was it, 6 laps to go?
The big old double hockey stick. Upside down hockey stick.
It matches my driver car number, as we got 5-second time penalties there. So Scott, I think, got the 5-second. Snitsky got another 3. But anyway, with literally a shade over a lap to go in the kink, I decide to take too much of the curb and hit the little indentation of the wall, and that's how I ended my race at Baku.
You still picked up a point. At least you didn't get screwed over by the game unpausing you while you're trying to look at the race director. And then proceeded to finish P6 the next night in AM1.
You threw away a P4. I threw away a P7.
Oh, I probably threw away better than a P4 last night, or on Tuesday. The P4 just apparently, it was just not on for Wednesday. I just made a mistake. Tried to overtake too early, and it was Red Mask. Those hards are starting to come off.
Yeah, we're starting to get penalties now. We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're down to 7 guys without a member penalties. Yeah, I was upset.
Biting the wall, more like slamming his face into the wall.
I jackknifed the wall. I full on glass door face planted smash. As BK is now going into the pits, I wonder if Tin Man's going to follow suit behind Tin Man. Yep, 16 laps in. 17 laps in now on those mediums.
That's quite a distance for those mediums to go and still hold that kind of a gap. We'll see if how long these hard runners, Red Mask, Captain America, and Gru decide to keep on there.
Keep on moving on. This is gonna be interesting. Red Mask and Captain America. If BK and Tin Man got those 17 laps, oh my god. The hard soft strategy might be on the cards for these two guys. If
they'd have to push it another six laps, though.
Yeah, 25 would be your magic number then.
I mean, it's probably not plausible here, but tomorrow and maybe even AM1 might be feasible with just safety cars.
Well, AM1 is the Bama simulator.
Oh, it is the Bama simulator, so... Besides the 1 week I'm driving and I name the stream Bama Simulator and he doesn't win the race. As Red Mask is going to go 0.3 faster on 17-lap old hards.
Jeez, man, what is going on here?
I thought I was the only one that had that sort of boost on any tire. Oh, that's 0.3.
BK is ghosted. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's still here. BK is not ghosted. Okay, thank God. I got scared there for a second.
As Red Mask sends an almost identical lap time.
Jeez.
It was faster by 0.8 or 0.08. Guy behind Captain America is BK. Have it your way.
Yeah, Captain America.
BK's ghosted. BK's
there.
Not ghosted.
Yeah, no, it was a Williams that was ghosted. I think that was Scott. Yeah, Severe Scott's ghosted. He definitely left the lobby, along with Raptors there.
It's BK. Oh, I think Scott may just be ghosted because he's lapped.
Very well could be.
Because Schnitsky's not ghosted, but he's also not around any cars. While the other two are.
Yeah. Well,
now he's ghosted because he's got, I think that's Red Mask behind or in front of him. Yeah.
Right. Everything's settled in now. It looks like going through the pack here, the battle on track is now for P8 between Whitjay and Orlando. Whitjay has 3-lap fresher hards.
Here we go. Here's the moment. Red Mask is in. Okay, which is kind of shocking to me because he had gained 0.2. The Captain America had gained 0.2 on BK, and Captain America, or Red Mask had gained almost a second on Captain America from the time the other guys came out.
BK reassumes the lead. DK is sitting in P2, 3 seconds back. Tin Man's back up in the P3, so that's status quo for the race so far right there. Red Mask P4.
Ooh,
Red Mask flipped over Sean Boy. Red Mask on those hards flipped Sean Boy. And now that frees up the Red Bull.
And Red Mask's gonna take his first penalty off of that, or his second penalty off of that corner.
Yep.
Not quite. Just like I said, running a little bit wide in that corner, just getting the penalty hammer slapped down on him.
Oh my gosh! If there's a safety car, this is gonna jumble everything up. BK, DK, and Tin Man are clean. Red Mask has 6 seconds. Sean Boy is clean. Black Hammer 6 seconds. Captain America and Orlando both with 3. Whitjay's clean. Gru with 3. Arkaka's clean.
And Whitjay on that, or Red Mask on that curb now, finding a little bit of Whitjay earlier, just bouncing off that curb a little bit.
Lightning McDonald.
I assume it will be really easy for Red Mask to pull away from Sean Boy. I don't see them getting any close because he's already pushed outside of 1 second.
Absolutely not. Yeah, this is gonna be the Red Mask. See how far he could get. He's only 12, 13 seconds up the road. As Black Hammer goes fastest with a 121.3.
On the hard tire.
That's going to get broken by Red Mask. There's no question about that. Scott's got 11 seconds of penalties there. Raptors has 3. Snitsky has 9. So if there is a late safety car, guys like Arkaka, Whitjay, and Shonboy are going to be reaping some huge benefits from that as we go along. So they kind of just hope it goes green the rest of the way. 5:13, yeah, it's going to be 13, 14 seconds is the gap I'm looking at. And Red Mask has 12, 14 laps to do it. 13, 14 laps to do it. So that'll be interesting later on down the road here. Black Hammer is within. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. Black Hammer's within a second of Shonboy there as Yellow Sector 2. It looks like
Raptors again.
Raptors again? Okay. Man, he's been struggling this season. And
Snitsky's retired.
That might be a safety car.
There we go.
God.
That's such a weird spot.
Oh, that's reminiscent of the EU3. I wonder if he lost the back end coming out of the corner and then tried to overcorrect it and wasn't able to save it.
And that's gonna give Whitjay maybe the best opportunity right now because he's gonna get first dibs on those tires right off the bat.
Oh my god.
So he's gonna have enough time to lap around before everybody else is able to come in.
Whitjay, Orlando, 2.
Just put themselves in prime spot. Just happen to be in the right place at the right time.
Oh my god, this is gonna be crazy as I don't know who's that behind. That is that Tin Man behind?
And Arkaka onto the soft tire. He's hoping that the safety car stays out just a little bit longer.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Well, we know BK, DK, and Tin Man on those hards. They're going to go the rest of the way. They're already sitting in decent position as it is. Red Mask has that time penalty. Again, let's go through it one more time. We got Red Mask with 6 seconds. Shonboy's clean. And he's on hards as well. DK speeding in the pit lane. Oh my god.
Oh, it's all falling apart.
Never mind that. DK with 5 seconds. Red Mask with 6. Shonboy's diving into the pits now. Let's see if he stays. He does. He's fine. Black Hammer gets.
Black Hammer also getting the 5 second.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's all falling apart. All of the.
Oh, man, this is crazy. I'm gonna wait now because it seems like it's just changing. Shonboy got a little bit held up there with the double stack. Red Mask 6 seconds. BK is in second clean. Captain America has 3. DK has the 5. Tin Man and Shonboy are clean. Black Hammer has 11. Orlando has 3. Whitjay's clean. Guru has 3. Arkaka's clean. Lightning McCrown 3. Severe Scott with 11. Raptors with 3. And Snitsky, honestly, man, very impressive showing on his debut, given everything, and I'm looking forward to seeing you the rest of the season. And I may be calling you for some tips. Just saying.
Like manual gears? How?
Yeah, and yeah. So, compliments from the Red Bull garage
From the
AM3
from the
side.
booth.
Whoa, we got a wing fell off. I don't know if that was BK's
Who is it?
wing. I don't know if that was BK's wing. We're gonna find out. Oh.
No, BK.
Let's see, Red Mask still has his wing. Oh, BK's missing a
BK.
end plate. It is BK.
Oh my
No.
god. He can't catch a break. He's gonna have to dive in.
It's all. What happened in this race?
What is going on? Ooh. Yeah, there goes BK. He's diving in.
And the speeding in the pit lane!
Oh my god. It's
Tin Man's gonna find himself, and Tin Man and Shonboy are gonna find themselves in prime position to take this if they can just keep it clean.
What is going on here tonight? This is absolute bedlam.
It's chaos at the Algarve.
It's chaos, and it's not even contact chaos. It's discipline. Like I don't get it. I don't understand. BK's might have been out of frustration, though, to be fully honest. So
I don't blame him. He's been having a rough time. He came in thinking he's gonna be top of the grid, and then he's had two cars that have pushed themselves to the front and out of AM3. So I don't quite blame him.
I mean,
I understand his frustration.
Is he not front of the pack? He is the championship leader.
He is a championship leader. But I know how he's feeling. I know he wants those wins instead of just those second places. So.
Okay. Pulling the Dale Earnhardt strategy. Second place is the first loser type of deal.
Yeah, and then third place is the real winner. Taking one from the book for my psych class. The third place driver is always the most satisfied out of the top three, because third place didn't think they were going to get third. Second thought they could get first, and then first won the race.
Very, very interesting. I used psych class in college as my nap time. And unfortunately, when I took my psych class, it was a night class.
Ouch. So it really was nap time.
It was 3 hours.
Well, I took psych last. I took psych my senior year, so it's really just kind of cruise and get the homework done. I just kind of play games in that class and do random shit in there, random crap in there. There's one. Where is it?
Where's the swear jar?
Swear jar. We'll just leave a few of those in there for later.
Yeah, no. Right. By the way, we keep on forgetting to bring this in. Cam, if you're listening, remember tomorrow to do it. Mariachi band. We can't use the flute.
No, flute has been retired.
I mean, we could, but it's been retired, and we want to start a new tradition here. So
the flute has been retired. I think he's racing in our league, so I don't think he's.
Oh,
he's listening.
Of which, next week, speaking of mariachi band, you better not forget it next week. It is Mexico. So yeah, the next 2 weeks here at COS are Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City. A safety car comes in this lap. And then we have a week break. For certain people, like my stewarding team and myself, for example, the week break is sorely needed. It's been a very tumultuous first month of the season here.
Sitting in the sun, bright old Tampa area.
No, you've been sitting
for a week and a half.
You've been sitting in a blizzard.
Oh, I had that earlier. You're welcome for that. That was my storm. Yeah, we got a foot of snow from that, so you're welcome. This Red Mass is gonna get a great jump off the line.
Ooh, hello. Not even waiting to get onto the straight, going up the hill. Great jump by the Red Bull. Captain America wasn't caught napping, so to speak, but Red Mask definitely got a better jump. DK sitting there, P3.
Ooh, everybody's going wide at that turn 1 exit.
Tin Man sitting there, P4, Sean Boy.
I want to see how fast Arcaka can get to speed and see if he can start making some headway, because he doesn't have any of those time penalties.
Oh boy. Arcaka, Woodjay's another one, Tin Man, Sean Boy. A little further into the pack, BK is scrambling here to get by. My God, BK, as he picks up a time penalty himself. He made the move outside of Gru in the hairpin, but he's going ball to the wall here. Hopefully nothing cataclysmic happens and completely ruins everything. No, the man BK, oh my god, going in the inside of Scott. Scott's going to have the inside for the next double right-hander going down the hill, but the switchback, BK makes the move stick. He is starting to fly now. He's got a little bit of open gap between him and Arkaka and getting back into the points. So BK is going to be one to watch for later on down the pike. Lightning McBrown passing the ghost car, I believe, of Raptors at that point.
I feel like Tin Man's just going to take the easy way out and just kind of sit behind these guys because he knows he doesn't have to make an overtake. Oh, as there goes Captain America!
Captain America from P2 spins it.
Falling down the order.
Oh my gosh, he spins it out of there as everyone's running turn 1 wide. And in turn 2, oh my god, Gru almost just ran into the back of Captain America there. Holy crap. That stopped all his run as Captain America gets a 3-second time penalty. Tin Man's on pace.
Arkaka's making an overtake on... Or BK's making an overtake on Arkaka and getting past Lightning McFrown at the same time.
Oh my god.
BK's on a move.
Double overtake from BK there. He is driving angrily.
Man,
I'm wondering...
Makes me so proud. It looks like... It's like looking in a mirror.
Yeah, but another thing one thing you don't have in common. BK can finish races.
Hey! He obviously can't because he's not winning them.
He finishes them, he just can't win them. Just like me. Finish races, but I couldn't break P11. Luckily for me, I haven't finished P11 yet.
P11 Merchant. Screw's gonna pick up another 3 seconds, that moves into 6.
Oh my god, as we go down to the last 6 laps here. Oh, what the heck? Oh boy. My TV.
As BK's gonna catch up to this train, so he's gonna start just sending it.
My TV.
It looks like Scott's off.
Scott's off there, okay. There we go. My TV just kind of, I think I might have ghosts in the house or something here because my TV just literally changed channel. Oh my god.
Tin Man spun, oh my god, and Tin Man.
Oh man.
Oh, it's all falling apart, and BK's gone too! Oh.
Jeez, this is all going crazy. Tin Man was on pace for a win. BK was looking great to get back onto the podium even.
It's Sean Boy now, who looks like he's in prime position to take the win.
Oh,
as well as Witjay, who's on position to take P2 with all the penalties in front of him.
I might have the upper hand here.
Oh my god, it's at this current pace. It's going to be a Sean Boy, Witjay, or Kaka final 3.
I don't know about that because...
Or no, because never mind. Ignore that. Ignore me.
Yeah, Red Mask is pulling away. He definitely has to build a gap.
This Sean Boy's going to try to make an overtake on Orlando.
Black Hammer sitting in 30 and he has 14 seconds of penalties. So with 5 laps to go, we're going to go through the penalties one more time. We have Red Mask with 6, DK with 5, Black Hammer with 14, Orlando with 3, Sean Boy.
Black Hammer's going to fall out of the points.
Yeah, he at this pace he's going to fall out of the points. He's going to pull a JRN from EU3 tonight. Falling out of the points here. Sean Boy and Witjay are both clean. Severe Scott gets another penalty. Lightning McBrown with 3. Tin Man just fell off the table there. He's still clean though. Captain America has 6. Arkaka's still clean. Gru 6. BK with 3. Scott with 9. Raptors with 3. I'm going to keep the penalties up because it's pretty self-explanatory where everybody else is on tire wear at the moment.
Sean Boy's gonna have to keep his foot on the gas because the longer and longer it goes, the more and more he's falling back, and it's gonna give Red Mask his win.
Oh, Red Mask is only a second clear. He's got
a second clear on DK. He doesn't have to worry about Blackhammer. He's clear of Orlando, and then Sean Boy, who's just sitting 5 seconds outside of that leader spot.
Sean Boy Witjay. BK as he goes fastest with a 120.3 on those softs. Kind of not surprising there with 4 laps to go. This battle is going to be crazy. as much as I want to come back up to the front here, I mean, this battle for provisional P3 on track, even though it's definitely Orlando's with the time penalties of Black Amber there. And honestly, believe it or not, this is gonna sound weird. Orlando's on for P2 at the moment.
Just for a little co-commentator tip, in this situation, go to leader times instead of interval. Makes it a lot easier to see what the gaps are from everybody with the time penalties.
Yeah, you're right. Just 2, 3. Man, this is gonna be interesting. The last 4 laps or so. Sean Boy's 5.5 behind, so he's hanging in there.
Got 2 laps to keep it in there. It's Raptors. I think that's Raptors who spun again.
Yeah, he's been having a rough first part of the season. I know a lot of these tracks are very, very rough. Coda, if you're not careful, could have been a rough race. Baku is of course a rough race. As Captain America gets another 3 seconds. BK gets another 3 seconds.
Another 3 seconds, driving the tires off that car. You know, don't call it too early. If Orlando makes an early move on Black Camera ahead, he could find himself in a chance for P1, but I don't know if he quite has enough left in the tank. Out of ERS, let's see.
Right now, the favorite.
Red Mask at 6. Oh, DK's got 25% left. Black Hammer at 11. Orlando 13. Sean Boy's holding tight at 25, 26. Witjay's all the way up at 40%. As Black Hammer's going to get another 3 seconds. He's
going to fall out of the points. He's going to fall all the way back to P11, which brings BK.
Which brings BK up into the points.
17. Actually, no, because BK with his 6 seconds. No.
BK's gonna pass Arcaka.
This is gonna be the gap that I'm gonna be watching out for. DK is gonna have to motor at the last 2 laps. He needs to gain a second.
Here we go. Orlando's gotten the car done. He's got a lap and a half to make a gap.
Sean Boy's gone. Oh my god, he lags out of the session. That is absolute. Oh my gosh. He's going to lose so much time. Witjay lagged out of the session, too. Both Witjay and Sean Boy DC'd.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, that's P5
and with the pace
P6.
of the AI that they're set at, we could hypothetically see Tin Man jump both of them before the line.
Oh my god, that is going to be...
And take what would be P3 off of... not
Sean
Orlando.
Boy's back in. Sean Boy's back in, so there's that.
But
I wonder if BK sacrificed the rest of that one for him, which in theory makes sense. I don't think Red Mask is going to want to sacrifice his, unfortunately for Witjay there, as he's just going to fall like a stone. Very unfortunate timing for that to crash on him. 2 laps to go. Captain America gets by him. Let's see if he can build that gap.
That means Red Mask is actually currently on pace to hold his win. He can just keep DK out of that 1 second gap as we come on to the final lap.
Yeah, he's got 7/10 to Orlando, and he's got 7/10 to Orlando, 7/10 to DK. So, as we go down turn 4 for the final time here this evening in Portimao, Red Mask is holding a very, very tenuous lead. One mistake will cost him not only the win, but possibly a podium. Let's see what he does through the double right here, going up the hill for the final time. We got a yellow sector 1. It looks like it was Severe Scott off the back. Or is that Arcaka? No, it was
around
Arcaka. Sorry, it was Arcaka.
The downhill right-hander for the final time.
Oh man, DK
Captain America picks up 3 seconds.
DK
gonna drop him out of the points.
DK is closing.
Oh,
it's down to 3.
I think Orlando's run out of fuel.
Oh, don't tell me that. Orlando, if he ran out of fuel, DK is closing. Oh my God, it's gonna be 3
Orlando's
points.
ran out of fuel on the last 2 corners.
Oh no, DK. Oh my God, DK. Oh, he's not gonna get there.
Oh my god!
God!
Red Mask is just gonna snag it right at the last second. Will anybody jump him? Sean Boy's into a podium position.
Tin
Red
Man
Mask 1,
P4.
DK2, Sean Boy 3, Tin Man 4, Orlando
Oh my
closing out the top 5. McFrown on his return to cause snags a P6. Witjay P7. Blackhammer BK's tough race finishes him P9. Captain America rounds out the points. And Arkaka, who is looking so good for a spot early on after the restart, has just fallen away and not scored points. Scott, Grew, and Raptors all having rough nights, and then Snitsky DNFing.
Yeah. I don't anticipate seeing Red Mask for an interview, unfortunately. So yeah, congratulations to Red Mask. I know it's very late over there in the EU side.
Yeah, I'll ask him, see if he wants to. Oh, my girlfriend called me.
He's already gone from there, so that's okay. That. If you want to get the DK, Sean Boy, and honestly, get Tin Man up in here.
So you said what? DK?
DK, Sean Boy, Tin Man. Yep, yeah. Oh. DK, Sean Boy, Tin Man.
I think I only have Tin Man. Here, give me a sec, I'll try to scavenge through and find it. Tin Man has his.
I was gonna say Tin Man.
He's gonna be so confused. He's like, what?
I can't believe what. I don't even know. I don't even know how to describe that.
What is Sean Boy's?
Sean Boy 788. Tin Man joined the party. There we go.
There we go. It says he's offline. That's why. Sean Boy's got his invite, and then you said
DK Nortec 29, all caps, and the underscore between the D and the K, or the K and the N. Okay, so to recap all of that absolute craziness, Red Mask for Red Bull takes P1 and takes a huge chunk out of that lead in the driver standings to BK. DK P2, Sean Boy P3, holding up a little bit of his bargain for the Haas team there. Tin Man in second race back, reserving from AM2 P4, Orlando P5, running McFrown P6, Witjay P7, Blackhammer P8, BK P9. Captain America rounding out the points, Arkaka P11, Scott 12, Grew 13th, Raptors 14, and the only one that did not finish tonight was Snitsky, rounding out the field tonight. Absolute craziness there at the end.
DK's settings will not let me invite him to the party.
Alright, so it might have to be me. Tin Man and E. Warren. I don't think Sean Boy is going to be able to come in. Yeah, so we might have to just go with DK.
I'm on the podium, but he's here anyways. It's Tin Man.
Yay.
Yeah, Sean Boy left. I don't think we're going to be able to get him.
There we go. There's DK.
Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to start with I guess the 2/3 of the interview are AM2, but AM3. Let me get to the car virtual showroom here. Give me 2 seconds. Alright. Tin Man. I know you had P4. You honestly had...
Oh, I know.
You had that in the bag. I don't know what happened. I didn't catch it on the stream.
There's this guy named Blackhammer with 11 seconds of penalties. For some reason, he thought, let's take it side by side with him. I figured, he's got 11 seconds of penalties. He should let off, because if I was that guy, I would let off. I wouldn't just run right side by side with someone. He hits me in the side and spins me out. So I'm pretty furious about that right now.
That would explain why then. But other than that, you were definitely having a good race. And everything seemed to have been falling in place for you. You were relatively clean through the penalty phase. And you, like I said, you were online for a win until that moment. But before that, everything else kind of just going according to plan?
More or less, yeah. I was just like, okay, I'm P3. That's about where I figured I was going to be at. I was like, yes, a podium. That's what I want because I want to say hi to all my AM3 boys. Hello, boys and girls. How y'all doing? I'm not back, but I'm here.
Any questions from Mr. Warren over there? Or...
No, just not quite the end we were expecting. It's the end we got though.
I do want to say that my drive back after spinning out to I think P9, my drive back to gain the 2 spots that I did get, like on track before all penalties were counted and gave me P4, I drove my A star off.
He's
I was so angry that I was just like, I want to catch up to this guy, and I want to get side by side with him. I want to pass him and be like, I'm back, bro.
I think you and BK had the same thought process when you both had your issues, because BK was driving with a fire behind him.
Oh, I'm sure he was. Me and him talk on a regular every now and again, and he enjoys having me here to battle against, so I'm sure when he saw me up there, he's like, dang it.
All right, well...
But we battle a lot. We have fun.
Yeah, I know you guys have fun in the chat, but let me move on to Mr. DK, the resident veteran. Congratulations on your P2. You were closing the gap toward the end there. The last couple of laps, I had you highlighted there, and all you needed was that second. And I don't know if Red Mask ran out of fuel going down the last corner, but you were closing rapidly.
The last lap it was just all out, go as fast as I can go to try to get within 1 second. Honestly, I hate this game. Shouldn't have had the 5-second penalty for speeding, considering I crossed the pit limiter line at 50 miles an hour, and the game decided, we're going to penalize you anyway. Cool. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. But, I just appreciate everybody letting me race in this tier. This game's been a struggle, and tonight was a very much needed confidence boost on probably my favorite track in the entire game. So, yep.
I mean, I enjoy this track. I always did. It's a very challenging track, but if you can nail it as you, BK, Tin Man for the most part, if you can nail it right, then good results will happen. So congratulations again. And for you two boys, we will be seeing you tomorrow night in AM2. Hopefully a little less carnage, but you never know.
No, we want all the carnage. Let's run it back.
Run it back. With that being said, E. Warren, you have any closing comments, concerns?
No, I'm enjoying being able to sit here and watch it from this perspective instead of actually being able to look at, nitpick each individual driver and see how they drive. So it's a very interesting season we're having brewing.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm just gonna have this remark. Our little podium predictions, I am now up 3-2.
Man, I have
because the winner, actually no,
I have it because I had Red Mask winning.
You had DKP too. Yeah, you are up 3-2. I apologize. So now I am a race behind. But with that being said, for E. Warren, for DK, Nortec, for Tin Man, and the rest of AM3, join us tomorrow in AM2, same time, same place, and I believe we have the crossplay tier as well. 8 p.m. their time or 7 p.m. their time. It will be like 3 o'clock in the afternoon for us over here in the States, the eastern part. But with that being said, this has been Death Zone, and we'll see you guys next week in Mexico City.
One last thing I would like to say, because I forgot to say this. Red Mask, go get it, boy! Red Bull, woo!
With that being said, good night from Portimao, and we will see you next week at Mexico City.